Seen as a whole, the U.S. housing market is definitely recovering, but there are parts of the population that are being left behind, namely minority groups. They were the hardest hit in 2007 during the housing crisis. Nitza Soledad Perez helps us find out why.
After filing for bankruptcy due to the financial impact of her divorce, Regina Joyce, an employee of the Miami-Dade School Board, was unable to get a mortgage. Not even a 29-year tenure at the county school board could get her a loan at her credit union.
I felt like I was being labeled, that once you make that mistake and once you have bad credit, that they don't give you a chance, opportunity, or nothing, or to look up.
But even minority groups with good credit face hardships when trying to buy a home. The city of Miami filed 3 separate suits against Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and Citigroup, claiming their lending practices violated the Federal Fair Housing Act. The city alleges that minority residents were routinely charged higher interest rates than white applicants, regardless of their credit history. According to a recent U.S. Census report on home ownership, white households are getting more benefits of the current housing boom. Their home ownership rate is close to 75%. Black home ownership is about 43%, and for Hispanics, it's 46%. Though not all agree that the problem is about race.
What is really happening now is there's an economic discrimination where you have a lot of buyers that are first-time home buyers that can't buy a house because they're competing with cash-rich buyers.
On top of that, minorities face a new home mortgage landscape. Banks have made it tougher and costlier for risky borrowers to get mortgages. But for those that feel that they have been discriminated, either by their skin color or their credit history, or both, not all is lost. There are some organizations out there willing to assist them if they're really committed in achieving that American dream.
Our organization is character-based lending. If you can show us that you have been a responsible renter for the past 2 years, that you're in a stable job, not necessarily a doctor or an attorney or someone who earns 6 figures, that's not what our program is about. Our program is about educating. Our program is about making sure that you don't end up on the other side of the foreclosure problem.
With the assistance of this organization, Regina Joyce has been pre-approved for a $145,000 loan. Despite the odds against her at 52, she might be able to fulfill the American dream. That is, if no other buyer with more cash outbids her ambition. Nitza Soledad Perez, CCTV, Miami.